So yeah, I do believe that there is a degree of laziness, whereas a person maybe at a certain point in, you know, age and weight, whereas their medical, okay, you said if they're overweight, it's a medical issue, period, right?
Yeah,
for anybody. Yeah. Right. Okay, their medical issues may not necessarily be glaring just yet, and they can still save themselves with a healthy lifestyle, nutrition, sleep, hydration, working out, right? They can. I've seen it done. I've seen it done in myself. I've seen it done. My son, he was 300 pounds at the age of 12. You know what I'm saying? Like shout outs to him. Shout outs to him. And he's down to 220 naturally. Now he's a guy. You know what I mean? He's a grown man. So his experience will be different from a woman's, right? His body will be different from a woman's naturally. You know, women have 4 phases, right? You know about the 4 phases? Come on, I'm not gonna expect you to know everything, but what? I'm just saying.
I do know about the 4.
Yeah, a woman's body is in cycles, where a man's body is kind of just linear. You know, and so yeah, you know, I've seen it done where lifestyle can save you just as much as a weight loss surgery can. So that's why I say, okay, is person A, B, or C? Is it a medical necessity for them, or are they being lazy? That's where it comes from.
So I think it would also be a challenge to find anybody who has had a weight loss surgery that has never tried to lose weight before. Okay. Even if you watch the show My 600-Pound Life, they have to lose 100 pounds, most of them, before they even qualify for the surgery. So I think it's so there is an aspect, and there's a very much overlooked aspect, but again, that comes from how easy it is for society to just call out laziness in people who are overweight, and then nobody else is lazy. Just, you know, either you're lazy if you're a big person, or you're a father that don't work. Those are only 2 lazy people on earth. Like, nobody else is lazy. Right. So I just think that question is crazy, because I think you'll be really challenged to find somebody that's never tried anything, and then after the fact, keeping it off. You know, but it's easier to be active with less weight on you. So in order to change and get a more active lifestyle, having less weight on you helps you do that. You know, I just told you not too long ago, I went up to the 3rd floor of my girlfriend's apartment. I body dosed it, didn't even think about it. Was just up steps, I'm there.
Winded or nothing?
Nothing. Well, a little winded. It was hot, and I was carrying stuff. Yeah. But I think before I would have been like, oh my God, she's on the 3rd floor. It would have been a conscious thing.
Oh, the psychology,
yeah.
Them 3 flights would look like 30 flights.
Yeah, and you know, but realizing less weight on my body, I had a more carefree approach to gliding up the steps. But I wouldn't call myself lazy at all prior to this surgery, and not afterwards either, because even... So, hold time out. So you wouldn't call yourself lazy, right? So would a healthy lifestyle, if you were to revolutionize your life, you know what I'm saying, and revolutionize your mindset, would you have lost the same amount of weight? Would you have... Probably, and possibly faster, you know?
And gotten rid of, structured your life, engineered your life so that all of the enablers are gone.
Yeah, and there's loads of people who have done that. And should be quite proud, but I also feel no less proud of where my body is either. I don't, because I know for me, mentally what it took, emotionally what it took, physically, all of that. I know how I felt before, physically, and how I feel now.
How did you feel before physically? How do you feel now physically?
Heavier, but no, heavier, slower. You know, I also think, for me, and I don't know, this may be with my fascination with crime shows, I also felt like, damn, if I get in a dangerous situation, I can't get out, you know? And so even now when I think about being active, I at least need to have a good jog in me so I can try to run away. Whereas before, I've been like, listen, Mr. Axe Murderer, I can't run, so do what you're gonna do. But no, but actually, no, that's a real thing. You know, I did think about that. Like, man, if I had to save my own life, could I? I probably could better now. I couldn't save my life like you could save my life, though, so hopefully you will, if I ever need you. But yeah, so, but I don't take away from either group. The group that, hey, just hits the gym, makes that real mindset change to make that lifestyle change. And nor do I take away from people who have made a lifestyle change and a mindset change and also have weight loss surgery. Because no matter what, surgery or not, you have to do those things. You have to change your mindset. You have to change your lifestyle. Where a lot of people are confused about weight loss surgery is they do see it as the easy route, the lazy route. There are some patients that can't get up and just start walking. You know, some of them are bedridden, so it's definitely a necessity. Myself, yes, I was able to walk. I was mobile.
So you're saying, so anybody overweight, it's a medical necessity, whether they do it for vanity or not?
To lose weight, yes. I mean, weight loss makes everything in the body better. Really, when you think about it, you're less weight on your joints, less weight on your back, blood pressures, A1C levels, cholesterol, all of that. So losing weight is always a good thing for anybody if they are overweight, which, you know, I would be interested though to see what the doctor would say your weight is supposed to be. You know. So I mean, now granted, you know, earlier in the beginning of the survey, she said she started at 300, and then at post surgery she's still at 300. She put the weight back on. So it could be understandable why she's still dissatisfied with the surgery. You know what I mean? 100 pounds, like, come on. Losing a person, you know what I mean, is for health reasons, is a great, amazing achievement.
Anytime you can do that, enough props, enough shout outs. So, next question: what type of weight loss surgery did she undergo? She underwent the SADI-S. Wait, hold on. I gotta take my time with this one. Single anastomosis duodenal ileal bypass with sleeve gastrectomy. What the fudge? What the heck is that? I could Google it. I just don't feel like it though. I don't feel like it. I just don't. But whatever it is, apparently it must have worked. You know what I'm saying? Apparently, God bless her. How would you describe your body image prior to the surgery? She says neutral. Okay, so she must have. Well, I guess she wasn't necessarily confident. Maybe she was confident in certain spaces or amongst friends or amongst other big girls. You know what I'm saying? Maybe like whatever the case may be. But then in other spaces, she was kind of a little insecure. You know what I mean? So you could say that would make sense to be neutral about that. But I looked at each and every family member, and kind of all of them was built the same. Like they all had kind of like spare tires, sort of. They always built like pairs. And I was like, this is odd. Like the men and the women, it was like odd to me. It scared the shit out of me. And so I realized like, oh, okay, like so, your family hereditary, whatchamacallit, is very important. It's very serious. And so I'm pretty sure whatever issues she might have had, I'm pretty sure most of the people in her family have or will have. You know what I'm saying? If they don't stay on top of their health, it is what it is. So hereditary issues are a thing, especially in the Bible Belt South. You know what I mean? Where the food, the choices of food and the culture of food around food isn't the healthiest. Let's keep that a bean. You know what I mean? So we can still bear that in mind. You know. And next question: was the surgery recommended by a medical professional? So unlike anonymous person 1, anonymous person 2 says yes. This surgery was recommended, and I'm pretty sure it's probably recommended because of the hereditary issues. You know what I mean? So yes, this is and I don't want to shade anybody. I'm just not shading, but I do believe that was a very big contributing factor to how this person, anonymous person 2, lost a small person. You know what I mean? Let's keep that a bean. You know what I mean? It's different when a medical professional recommends it to you. It's like, oh shit, alarm. You know what I mean? Like what the hell? Whoa. You know? Okay, next question. Has your romantic/spousal intimacy changed since the surgery? And she says not applicable. Okay, we respect it. We respect it. She didn't want to get into all that. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it is a thing. I mean, you know, looking good and being attractive does contribute to your sexual/intimate lifestyle. You know what I mean? If you look good, more people want to have sex with you. It's just simple mathematics. You know what I'm saying? So we can't deny that. Next question: how do you feel? This is about 14 questions, but it was really quick when you answer it. It's 14, most of them multiple choice, like only 2 or 3 open-ended questions. The next question: how do you feel about your body now post surgery? And she says still dissatisfied. Ugh.